Crater Crossing is a SpongeBob browser game from 2001. It's a side-scrolling platformer, and a pretty unconventional one. I jump from one bubble to another. As you can probably see, I once again extended the window past its usual bounds to have a bigger frame of view. This game's off-screen graphics are a lot crazier than those in Run for the Krusty Krab, so be ready for that. Already you can see the graphical glitches. The sprites first appear off-screen in the black space. With each new frame, the game doesn't bother to delete sprites that appeared outside of where I would usually see. As the bubbles move, I get this neat afterimage effect. Oops! Yeah, I forgot that Patrick is a hazard in this game. The instructions don't even warn me about him. Him and his waving arm of havoc. Also, where are we? I've never known SpongeBob's house to be on the edge of a huge trench. The large screen area is useful in this game, even more so than in Run for the Krusty Krab. In that game, the background only extends a little past the original frame, and only a few hazards would even appear out there. Now, look at this. I have more than twice the normal amount of screen real estate. It would usually end right past that wheel, which represents the time limit. Oh no, I broke SpongeBob. That's actually a really cool effect. I think that I'm starting to understand why the developers didn't want me to see that area. Alright, wow. That is advanced disrespect from this Shockwave game. I don't even know what to say to that. It deadass had to spawn me right there. I didn't even have a frame to react to that double envelopment. That's funny. His square pants float away. So here, it wants my initials for the leaderboard. Obviously, the high score data no longer exists, since Nick took down the game, and this player isn't even online anyway. The game actually froze on this loading screen. Not only did it not let me replay the game, but the window of the Shockwave player refused to close. I restarted my computer just to play this game again. This screen is funny. To represent the crag that Gary is on, the game reused the sprite of SpongeBob's house. Of course, I wouldn't usually see the pineapple there. The game's intended frame of view ends just right behind Gary. It would crop out the pineapple. Since I was able to see both of them together, it looked really weird. If Gary is already at the pineapple, why am I going to all of this trouble to get him? I can move left or right and jump to an adjacent bubble that's below or slightly above the one that I'm on. For much of the game, I'm just waiting for the right bubble to appear, and there's no clear pattern to them. I didn't understand this game as a kid. The controls are just too different from what I was used to. We ran out of background. The whole right side is just a big smudge. I'm glad that this game is short. I don't know for how much longer I'd be able to play with this sensory overload. I meant to do that. Seahorses are cool. Aw, just when I was starting to like the abstract background style. I'm riding along, meanwhile, all of the SpongeBobs in the black space are still frozen in terror. They bear the curse to die over and over with each frame. It's like Golden Experience Requiem. Don't worry though, in my upcoming video on Bikini Bottom or Bust, SpongeBob will be able to erase time and escape his endless fall. Gary is zooming along. Look at him go. The horse's face. What happened to you? Thanks for the help, Patrick. I remember something interesting about the leaderboard. All 10 places listed the same set of initials. I forget what they were. And they all listed the same exact score. It was all 9s, at least 4 or 5 digits of the number 9. So I don't know how that happened. Someone either figured out how to cheat the scoring system, or has god-level skill at Crater Crossing.